back to my channel. I have such an exciting video for you guys today. Super excited to shoot it. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. By the title you can tell I'm going to be talking about my favorite thrifted items of all time. This video I think is going to be super duper informative and helpful, especially if you like to thrift or you're just trying to get into it for yourself. I will tell you, this time of year is like the best time to get into thrifting. You won't be discouraged because you're going to find all kinds of treasures because everybody is decluttering their houses. But it's super dangerous to just go into a thrift store and just start buying things and throwing them in your cart. You gotta be intentional, you gotta have a game plan, and I'm hoping that with this video today I can kind of talk you through some of the best purchases I made when thrifting so that you can look for those items as well. And I might also have a few little cautionary tales in there as well that you can try to avoid if you are out thrifting. This video is doubly exciting because it's a collaboration with Emily Hensley here on YouTube. She is a mama of 2 little girls. She is a fellow thrifter and plant lover, and I really enjoy watching her videos. She has a beautiful home. Yeah, and we just have a lot of the same values, so I feel like if you like my channel, you're gonna like hers as well. Also, hi if you're coming over from Emily's channel. My name is Megan Fox, and I'm a Mennonite mom living here in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. I have 2 kids, a 2-year-old daughter and a he's 10 months now, and a 10-month-old son. I invite you to click around on my videos and subscribe if you like what you see. I try to make all my videos entertaining, but also informative and helpful, that you walk away with something that you can do in your own life. So subscribe if you'd like to, and let's get into the video. I love to thrift, not only because of the money that it saves me, but also that I just have unique items in my home and in my life that other people may not have, and that's just really exciting. So here are my top thrifted items of all time. These are the ones that I use the most often or that bring me the most joy in my life, and so that's how they made the list. Oh, and one more thing, my definition of thrifted is kind of broad. It's not only things from specific thrift stores or consignment shops, it can also be anything that I got at a yard sale, Facebook Marketplace, or at an auction. Oh my goodness, me and my husband, we're gonna be the little old man and lady sitting under the tents at all the auctions, bidding on everything and finding all these treasures to take with us. But I hate clutter, so we'll have to like start our own little pawn shop or thrift store or something to put all this stuff in, because I don't want that all in my house. But we already love auctions now, so I can only imagine how it's gonna be when we're older. And these are not in any particular order, but the first one that came to mind was baskets. I bought so many baskets from thrift stores for like 10 cents, 25 cents a piece. I've got them at garage sales. I have all different kinds. If you could see the wall here beside me, you'd see I have some on my wall in my living room. And baskets of all different types go in and out of style, and it seems like there's always a different kind of basket that's, you know, all the rage. So it's a great, affordable way to add some texture to your decor, especially if you have the boho style. So always look through the basket section at a thrift store, even if everything looks super outdated at first glance. Okay, this next item is too big to just show to you right like this, so I'll put a little overlay here. My rocking chair in my son's nursery I love. I had it for my daughter, had it for my son. It looks really cute when you glance at it, but it doesn't necessarily look comfortable. But guys, it is a cane rocking chair. I got at Effort to reuse it. Everything was like half price. I was so tickled with it, and then when you sit in it, it's actually really comfortable. My husband will argue that it's not comfortable, but actually it is super comfortable, and if you ever sat in a cane chair, you'll know what I'm talking about. So furniture is definitely one of my favorite things to thrift. Plus, if you don't like it at face value, you can always repaint it, sand it down, you know, give it a facelift. So speaking of rocking items, my next thing I'd like to talk about is this rocking horse that I got when I was in Florida thrifting with Lynette Yoder. I have not regretted this purchase at all. It has like yarn hair, it's so cute, and my daughter loves riding on it, and it adds a little element of decor to her room as well as like it's a toy. It is a little bit wobbly, but it wasn't at first, so my husband will just have to, you know, put a screw in there. But yeah, she is adorable. I think she calls her Penelope the pony. I might have had some influence on the naming of it, but super cute. And yeah, wooden toys are just a great thing to thrift. Okay, I'm not gonna have her photobombing this whole time. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, the next thing on my list is another kids item, and it is a Strider bike. My daughter loves her Strider. I thrifted this Strider for super cheap. I think it was $10 or under, and yeah, I was really tickled with it. It was in pretty good condition yet, and she just loves it. In fact, she has the next size up now. I just love the Strider brand and with their company and what they have. My daughter will potentially be able to ride a bike before she's even 3 years old without ever having to use training wheels. I'm so excited about it. She does really good now already, but with winter it's kind of slowing her down a little bit because we don't get out every day like we used to in the fall. But I'm super happy with my Strider. In fact, I'll put a link down below if anybody would like to, you know, they're super hard to thrift, guys. You can stalk them on Facebook Marketplace and stuff, and they get picked out right away. So if you would like to just buy one new, I will put a link down below. Strider did send me this blue one here that can later have pedals attached to it. But like I said, the pink one I did thrift and I love it so much. And even Fletcher's gonna use it later. I'll just probably spray paint it so it's not pink. Or he can ride a pink bike, it won't hurt him. Okay, my next thrifted item I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and it is my Phil and Ted Stroller. I get so many questions about the stroller. In fact, I'm actually gonna be doing a video for them later in the year. So excited about it because I love my stroller so much, and I reached out to them and said, hey, would you want to send me an upgrade? Because this stroller is great, but it is thrifted, and I'm just excited for the next version. So if you are looking for a double stroller that's great for jogging, walks, that kind of thing, definitely check out the Phil and Ted stroller. But yeah, I was so happy to find this, and I got it for a fraction of the price just by finding it on Facebook Marketplace. The next item is also rather large, and it is my rusty little book wagon that I got.
Your husband comes bearing gifts
What?
for a beautiful wife.
I'm talking about my favorite thrifted items.
Yeah.
Are you going to show yourself? Or just
Hey,
gonna This is Josh. I'm talking about my favorite thrifted items.
well, how about your favorite food? I got you a 6-piece chicken nugget.
Hang on, we're gonna have intermission quick. Okay, well, I'm not hungry anymore anyway. He just got back from volleyball and he brought me a midnight snack. No, it's not midnight. I just put the kids to bed. Anyway, back to my next item. I was talking about my little rusty wagon that I got at my great grandpa's auction. And this holds sentimental value to me, but it's also super practical. I love storing the kids' books in there, and yeah, it's just kind of like a whimsical little piece in our toy room. And then I couldn't talk about my little rusty wagon without bringing up my copper wash boiler. It's so big, I can't even fit it on the screen. Anyway, I got this copper wash boiler, real copper, from my grandpa's auction as well. I store blankets in it, and it just fits with the decor in my house, and it's real copper, not like the trendy rose gold or anything like that. And I just love it so much. It's authentic, and again, it's practical, but it also has some sentimental value too. So that's another piece of advice. If you find something that you like, try to think of a way that you could use it, maybe not as it was intended to be used, but yeah, you can repurpose it into something else. Speaking of organization, my next items are trays. You can find trays everywhere, garage sales, Goodwills, wherever, and they're often ugly, but you can easily spray paint them, do a little DIY with them. I actually use these trays up in our bedroom, but what I did was, after spray painting them, I just took some upholstery fabric that had like a plasticky feel to it. You can do this with scrapbooking paper too or anything, and I just laid it in the bottom to give it a little more pattern, and I actually think I glued it down with some spray glue as well, spray adhesive, and yeah, they look completely different than when I bought them. They were just like, you know, ugly wood or whatever. I think this one has like some chevron pattern in the bottom of it. But yeah, just a great way to store things, add some dimension, and they're so cheap, guys. You can find them everywhere. Okay, the next item is my piano. Guys, do not buy a brand new piano. There's no reason to. There's so many pianos out there. People buy them, they think they're gonna learn to play, and they don't. And then they sell them and they're like brand new. I got this one at Farmersville Auction. It is solid, it's sturdy, it has great sound. And yeah, I paid a fraction of what you would at an actual instrument store. Okay, there's no real good way to segue into this next item because it is so random, but it is my Ninja blender. Now, I don't usually buy electronic things when I'm thrifting. I just never trust that they're gonna work. But my friend gave me this Ninja that she had thrifted for my birthday. She gave it to me. And that's how you know you found a good friend, when they're not afraid to give you thrifted items. But she had a Ninja and she knew how much she loved hers, and so she thought of me and picked this one up for me. So I use this thing all the time. In fact, I had to wash it just now before I filmed this video because it was dirty and it was in the dishwasher. Yeah, I use it all the time. And this one has like a motor that sits on the top. It has your lid, and then the blade sits in here, and it just gets everything all blended up. Whereas with a traditional blender, you have to always like stir around and try to get the food that's on the top to the bottom. It's just much more of a hassle. Yes. Anyway, this is one of my most used thrifted items, and it's an electronic item, and it actually works. So thank you so much, Jaleesa. I love it. If you'd like to see this Ninja in action, you can check out the video I filmed last week having to do with cooking and all the recipes that I made in that video. Okay, this next item, I don't actually have it because I broke it, but here's like a standby version of it. It's called a Cloche, and these things have come in and out of style so often. In fact, I think my grandma had one with like an old, like, taxidermy looking owl inside of hers. Anyway, I had one for years and years. I used it in so many different ways. You can add it to any decor. It broke and shattered, unfortunately, and I couldn't find another one, so I got this one from IKEA. But yeah, you can find them all over the place, and They're just a great way to add some shine and sparkle to your decor. You can put all kinds of things inside of here, no matter what your decor style is. And I just have some wooden beads in here, and yeah, I just love how it's like a little showcase of whatever you want to put inside it. Also, I never did mention my background. I'm sitting in my newly renovated living room. If you missed that video, make sure you watch that one. I will link it up here in the cards. This room is full of a mix of new and thrifted items, and yeah, I haven't even showcased all of them in this video. Okay, this next item, I felt like I had to include clothing because I thrift a lot of clothes. In fact, this whole outfit that I'm wearing right now is thrifted items, and you can find so much good quality clothing that people just bought and for whatever reason didn't wear it, didn't fit them, they didn't like it just got lost in their closet, and they donate it practically new. And so I knew I had to include some kind of clothing in this video, and so I definitely knew right away what I wanted to show you guys. It is this black pencil skirt, has like kind of a ticking weave to it. It's basic, it's straight, it's black, it matches anything. I wear it so often. Yeah, I just love it so much, and I guess that's a tip that I'd like to share with you. I like to stick with lots of basics when I'm shopping, like cardigans, and yeah, I rarely find skirts that fit me really well. But you know what, when you're thrifting, it's a great time to experiment. If there's a certain color you would love to try out, you just like the looks of it, you don't know if you're gonna look great in it or not, buy it at a thrift store and try it out. You can always take it back to the thrift store later if you find that you're not wearing it. It's just a great way to try out something new without having to buy brand new pieces. Along the clothing line, I'm considering doing a little spring capsule wardrobe, and I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing that or not. It's something I've been tossing around in my mind. My capsule wardrobe would obviously be a little different than maybe yours. I choose to wear dresses and skirts all the time, so it would be a little more limited, but I think it also makes it more easy for me to make a capsule wardrobe because I wear kind of the same pieces a lot. So let me know down below if that sounds fascinating to you. Also, if you love thrifting and would like to see more thrifting content, I do have more thrifting videos. Go ahead and watch those. Also, make sure you watch Emily Hensley's video and let her know that I sent you over there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone. Happy decluttering and happy thrifting.